god. As I was trying to say, god, this is gonna be for VODS videos you're not gonna know. For anyone that's watching the stream live, yeah, the stream just decided let's just not continue anymore. Just abruptly end. That happened. But yeah. Still trying to get this great access. Not happening right now. Still continuing on from before. We're just trying to attempt to rush her as much as I can. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Especially when I'm still fat rolling. You should not have access to the fat ring just yet. And also not having the best strength in the world. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is another one of the main cosplay runs. But why this one? Well, because it's the best opportunity you realistically have of doing a Black Knight cosplay run in any of the games, because Dark Souls 2 doesn't exist, and Dark Souls 1, you get them way too late. I already missed that. No, I didn't get an item as usual. It does become annoying when the entire Black Knight set is the heaviest thing on the planet. You combine them with a sword that weighs 16 and a shield that weighs 7.5. And even with Havel's ring and having 25 vitality, I'm still fat rolling. I mean, I'm getting close, but considering this is not even the grey axe and that is much heavier, like I'm pretty sure I would be doing much better, yeah, with the Black Knight sword, but I don't have the material to upgrade that because that happens to require Twinkling Titanite like normal, but there are no Twinkling Titanite farming spots yet. That's not until much further. When I say much further, like Archdragon Peak far, and considering where I am now in the Demon Ruins at level 63, because I'm almost at 40 strength actually, because it was also a bit of a struggle initially to be able to one-hand the weapons, seeing as this one needs 1318. I mean, that's still more than this, which is weird because you can get the great sword earlier than the regular sword. This one did require a lot of grinding on one enemy, like this one, but it still felt easier. Oh no. In order to get me through this pain, I just got some music listening. I'm not on Spotify. Just 8-bit music churning through to help me with some sanity, really, for how much I have left. Good thing that actually doing this, it's not the best spot for getting embers, but I will take anything as a bonus. What I will not take is getting duplicates or the armor pieces, because all of them are just able to drop armor pieces, including the shield and whatever weapon they have. I can't remember what the odds are, because the odds are like different for all of them. Well, I just know that the great sword is like 2% and the great axe is 4%.
Farewell, Ashen Mink.
And while I have been able to upgrade that I'll upgrade my look at least. I'm not wanting to put that much into it. Like, once I get this grey axe, I am just going to reinvest those 3 levels into endurance. Because I'm not going to be needing them again. Because I'm not having to grind anymore. Well, I'm grinding for levels, yes, but not for iron. Because, well, the other weapons remaining, I think it's just a glaive. And that's just found on the ground. Yeah, and Champion Gun is boss arena, so I don't have to worry about that at all. That's also what you kind of would want to do if you would like just want some specific iron. Level up look until you get the item if it's a rare one, and as soon as you do, just reinvest it into somewhere else. Luckily in this game you can do that. Like people convenience sakes and not being like the older games where once you put a stat, well, leveled up a stat, you then had to just sit with your choices and you couldn't do anymore. Yeah, see, that's the helmet. I don't know what chances it is to get that. Well, then, I think Dota 2 did allow you to reallocate stats, which well, I can't fully remember. I know in 1 and Demon Souls there was no option. And I guess in both of those it definitely felt worse for newer players, as you would likely to know what weapon what sets your weapon preferred, or if you decide to go with like miracles or magic or pyromancy. Actually, no, pyromancy you wouldn't know, because I don't think off the start, unless it does state it, I would have to double check whether or not it is actually like dexterity, like it requires dexterity more than anything else. Pyromancy fighting, I don't know if it's stated within deck that it can shorten the casting time for it, but that's what you have to do. So weirdly for pyromancy, you do have to level dexterity for it to go faster and the plane itself. So I guess that's why using pyromancy plus any dex weapon is just really good, because you are buffing both of them. Not that I would know, because I've never really used pyromancy. Outside of the one pyromancy to like make it like more fire resistant in this game, I think that's the only time. Oh no, that was 2. But in that was 1, I have never used pyromancy. Maybe I should. I mean, you can do pyromancy only in level 1 playthrough. Because the level 1 character, level 1 is the pyromancy one. I don't know what, is it just pyromancy? Compared to the others, it's definitely interesting. Like this game, it's just a deprive. Now I don't know what it is for 2. I've not played enough of 2 to remember. Did you tell that 2 is my least favorite? I know, part of it is not giving it a chance. But I'm also having to put off 100% it, at least achievements wise, as I have not considered aside an afternoon of getting my character to maximum and get like the spells or something. Miracles? I really should, because if I've done the same with Dark Souls 1 and 3 and like not Elden Ring, but I'm gonna have to at some point. I can't put it off forever. But I've done like everything else. It's just the one game I haven't done New Game Plus with, and in that game it actually is required for spells. Not in the case of like God of 1, where it's, well, it's mostly boss stuff that it's required, specifically to do win. But even though you kind of had to do it again +2, especially for the miracle situation. And also you do need it for safe. And in Last of 2, there are some stuff that can only be brought on New Game Plus for some reason. But because of what my thoughts are towards Dark Souls 2, I just haven't. And I could do the cheese strat of going with that Sentinel, whatever it's called, and just level up every time. I shouldn't. Realistically can do that. Just haven't. Especially today, where I've just been playing Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, on the emulator, because even though I have the complete saga, I just never, well, it's been so long since I played the original Lego Star Wars 2. Quite disappointing. But we got that good herb, so that's nice. Especially when it is different enough. Like, it kind of is different enough for complete saga, because okay, in Lego Star Wars 2, they did do a cool thing where, because it was like a year before the complete saga existed, and the complete saga never came out on PS2, you could import your old save from Lego Star Wars 1 into 2 for a fee of like 250,000, but that is just available from the start. That's what I did, and doing that actually makes it, but yeah, considering how much you get in the first level, you can very easily just do that and then pretty much complete most of like first few levels really quickly in free play. Especially if you get to 1-3, then you're even able to get like 3 hours bounty on there. But then by that point, doing the job is you, and then you're gonna have to buy some of the stormtroopers, but they're cheap. For doing that, you get pretty much everything. Because you're not having to wait for a dark side user, because you don't look out Dooku. Although I will say a very weird warning is that the game will actively not choose any characters for those in free play. You have to choose them. But if you choose Jango Fett or something, then the game will then not choose Count Dooku, the dark side user. Like, it will only acknowledge what is normally in the game. And the game normally will have to import that or the save. And I found that out very weirdly. I was one didn't play Jango Fett and oh wait, I can't do one of the secrets. And I will say Lego Star Wars 2 can be very annoying because they just spawn a lot of enemies at you. And then because one, well, the impact once cancels anything you're doing, so in some of the Left Star levels you are having to get a Stormtrooper helmet to continue on one of the panels. However, getting shot once makes you lose it, and a lot of the time that can happen right after you get the helmet. I'm not saying the first one didn't also have difficulty problems. That felt like it wasn't as balanced as it should be. It really is like, if you don't have invincibility, you're going to struggle. Yeah, especially on like Gunjump Cavalry. That is not a fun one to try on 100% because there's only stories available. Especially the original Lego Star Wars. Also no score multipliers in that one, they were all introduced in the second one. is how much like Lego Stars 2 added, as well as like the super story and character minikit bonus. Also, what's cool is that even the minikit bonuses from the first game can be accessible. Not sure about. I think some of the ships are as well. Some other time they don't ever do much. It was clearly like, okay, the complete saga definitely adds more than you'd think, but they already had a lot of the blueprint there from importing your save from 1 to 2. So all they had to do was just, well, made the game look nicer. Add some stuff with Indiana Jones because that was also in development as well. I think add a few more characters, which a lot of them were just reskins. Okay, they couldn't do the Boga level, but they could. They didn't at least add the extra flying level in episode 2, so like all episodes had 6, instead of episode 2 randomly having 5. And then they included American flights. Yeah, Lego Stars is the complete package. I would say some of the stuff that should have been covered in the super story, that was not necessary. Because you just have to play through the levels just in order. Pretty much just go as fast as possible. It's like, why is the point? The challenge I'm finding, if you do the language and experience it differently, it's kind of not needed and wouldn't, but they would have been better if they just didn't include it. And some of the levels in the original Souls one seemed a bit short. Like the awesome one, that it is fun, but for even for an on score, it seems short. But then you run into the problem of Lego Stars 2 where some of the levels drag on too much, I'd say. So trying to strike a balance between either of those is hard, really. Because some of the levels in like episodes 5 and 6, they really drag on. I don't know if that is just me. I know there were some people saying they prefer the level design stuff from the first game. It's hard to say without just playing it all back to back. Oh shit. I'm not talking about any of the mods personally, I've seen them. I'm not knowledgeable enough to do that Kaiser mod or something. I know all of them, I've just never done any of the speedrun tactics because I don't speedrun. And yeah, okay, going back to this game. I managed 100% this one somehow. I think it's the only one, to my knowledge, that has no like, glitchy ways of getting levels, or no easy ways to abuse it, outside of finding some enemies with high amount of souls and having Symbol of Avarice and Silver Serpent Ring. Like, outside of stuff like that, it still feels more fun to play than 2. Then again, I'm talking about 2 in the base game, and of Scholar the First Sin version, because I have not played the original Dark Souls 2 in so long. I wouldn't know all of the differences. Nor have I played the DLC, which is apparently the best aspect of it. I've not wanted to do any of that until I've 100%ed the game, and I don't know when I will do that. I think, you know, maybe it'll be when I stop just replaying Infinite Fusion so many ways. Because I've still yet to finish my Johto Onimon playthrough. Like, I'm about halfway through it. Because I'm getting to the point of I never know what fusions to do, but I think by this point I have them timed down. Just I haven't got to that point of unlocking all of them. Oh, you fuck. I saw an item and I'm awaiting my breath. You know, this could be it. It said no, it's another helmet. I don't like I mean, I don't like it. I just wish I didn't have to get so many duplicates. And this game will just, well, this game doesn't need to upgrade armor at all. They took that away. Likely because of how it was implemented, it didn't seem worth outside of the chest piece. But to make it more of an RPG, they definitely could have added like the ways I'd say to it. Make it could be like stuff they did in Fallout 4 with the modulating stuff, where you could add like different bonuses, like have it so that it's lighter, could increase equip load, add extra protection against any of the ones of like, you know, any of them, and then having level up in certain paths by essentially using the same stones as the ones for the weapons. Unless a mod's already done that, and I don't know. But there we go, that's up to 40 strength.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Now I can just level up endurance. You could absolutely say, why are you doing this? When it would be much faster to just wait until I've beaten Champion Gundit and then just fight the enemies there. Because they do spawn there with the Grey Axes. But here's the thing, that's quite a few bosses away, and I want my weapon as soon as possible. I may not be able to, well no, potentially would, but I haven't checked if I would be able to get to +2 and haven't passed the greatsword. Well, it depends if I can find any more twinkling time not on the way. Because yeah, so I'm trying to pay before I can pay 16k for them. Okay, but by that point it is infinite, but that is a long ways away. That's after, no, just before having done those, but it's right after Osiris. But it's a similar thing as to what happens in Pokemon. Like, yes, in the later area, a Pokemon is more common and likely higher level than could be considered better if I wanted to be patient and wait until then. But because it's the earliest possible area for me to get it, I'm gonna use a rule of I cannot leave until I get it. It's not the most fun of rules, especially when you're like me and you just level up a lot. It was mean. Have more time to chat with viewers. And then you get to see the true pain. What happens if you generally do try and get something with low amount of luck? I mean, you can figure out what happens, but you can see how bad my luck actually is. And I died. Entirely because I just did not R2 them. That would seal the deal, I just did not. Because it's my amateur played of this game. Oh, I can still die very easily. Like, what, most of the Dark Souls series? Most of Soulsborne is within my most played on Steam. Dark Souls 2 is the one exception to that. All the others have 100+ hours. The only reason Elden Ring does not is because Elden Ring is in the process of being finished. I do have multiple characters for the other endings at some point, but I'm gonna have to look into those when I finish the playthrough on stream. But for right now, 1 and 3, I'm just gonna. I've played them quite a bit, but also I've yet to do like an item randomizer for 3. I should, because I'm pretty sure it has auto equip enabled within it. I don't know. How's that another helmet? How many have I got now? I'm about to get 3. And I think all of them have came from this stream alone. Sounds on my luck, really. I guess if I were to add on all the reasons why I've not completed 2. One is I have a lot of LEGO games on Steam I need to 100% as well. Like I've got the LEGO Harry Potter series. Yes, I did buy the collection, add in the Steam achievements. I did do that. That was because it was on sale. And, you know, I have not played those games in a while, and I don't like ever. Yeah, I've never 100% them on PlayStation 3. And I got about 81%. I don't know how much I ever did before. My PS3 is sitting there, but I've not looked at the trophies, and I don't know if I still have the games for them. But I'm not 100% in all of the LEGO games that are available on Steam, because I'm not doing the one with the LEGO Ninjago movie. Because I have no interest in LEGO Ninjago. Yes, I know some of it could be good, but I've never known anyone personally that has ever watched it. I mean, I can't say I've watched any LEGO shows. I mean, okay, the LEGO movie, I do. I've not played it, and I've heard the second one is apparently not good. At least game-wise, I don't know about the film. Okay, so I have managed to do all the LEGO games except the Force Awakens, because, well, my opinions on the sequel trilogy are, and I've seen them enough times, but the rest of them are like, well, LEGO Star Trek I never 100%ed it before, because I thought it was going to take a while, like taking over every system, at least planet for either side. Turns out with the right heat on it, does not take long at all. But kind of luckily, there are no achievements for the Steam version, because they didn't do that until, I want to say, LEGO Marvel Superheroes was essentially the first one? But there wasn't anything LEGO Harry Potter 2 or LEGO Batman 2. So it would absolutely have to be, because LEGO Marvel Superheroes, yeah, what would be the first? Because even though Lego City Undercover came around the same time, or at least was a launch, so that the Steam version did not come out until 2017, I want to say, because they had to really remove all the Nintendo stuff on it. Also, okay, I've got... There's also more than rings, which I'm suspecting is going to take a while, because... Okay, yes, Lego Marvel Superheroes was open world. That only took like 3 hours, because I had a flyer. And I cannot remember for Lord of the Rings. What I do know is that you are having to build a lot of the stuff. Especially stuff like Lego the Hobbit. And no, it does not help that they cancelled the DLC pertaining to the third film, because for some reason they decided to release the game when only the first 2 movies had come out. I think with the intention to have the third one as DLC, and then that DLC never came out. So you just have the first 2. And I think at this rate there is not going to be like a collection of songs for both Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit to make the third Hobbit movie a possibility. I feel like the answer is going to be a no. And not everyone liked the Hobbit movies. I mean, as someone who's not read the book, it's apparently like there's not enough content in it to stretch 3 films. But you know, they gotta make money somehow. And to have it. Actually, no, it'd be coincidental for the Lego structure. But eventually they just go into the place of like 15 standard levels. And maybe some extras, which is odd. Because back in the day, it used to be at least 6. Like, they managed to get 6 out of all the Star Wars movies. Well, at least at the time. Then I think even for Skywalker Saga, they changed it down to 5. I guess it was just to save workload, but actually I don't know why they changed it from 6 to 5. They may have done a similar Lego with the Harry Potter movies, which is odd because they're like 2.5 hours long, some of them. I can only assume it's because they made the levels longer, and so because of that they would normally have to cut 1 or at least 3. I know I've not checked into it. But even then, with the 6 levels for the Star Wars movies, there's still no like to have added another level for some of them. I guess that's why we have the Skywalker Saga. Which I've completed the Skywalker Saga. I don't recommend anyone do it. It was so unfun. Partly because the way I was trying to do it was see how much of the game I could complete per episode slash like trilogy. It did mean I managed to rack up a lot of stores and got all the multipliers really quickly. Especially with the open world. So for like 7, 8, and 9, a lot of it I just didn't have an issue with 100% of them. What I did have an issue with was like the challenges within them. Because if you didn't buy the rules, you just would not know how to do it. That you would actively need to do that. Because some of them were incredibly obtuse. For a Lego game. Yeah, the hints of runes were cheap, but there was one on like an episode 9 level where if you didn't go a specific way, you couldn't get it because you had to essentially like complete the level without being noticed, and you could only do that by going the way not intended. Like it's the first game I know to have done something like that with challenges like that, because all the others would just get the collectibles. Maybe save some people along the way. And that would mostly be it. The end of studs. Not do this extra thing that isn't even, that's kind of 100%, but is not like dedicated to a trophy. No, it's funny they decided to do that to cover the movies. And then DLC stuff for extra stuff. I think they were doing like the TV show that was adding more characters. There not being any levels associated with them. And they wanted to do all that, but at no point did we ever get like a Lego Star Wars 4 to essentially do the rest of the seasons for the Clone Wars or even Rebels. I'm surprised they didn't do anything for Rebels, but I guess Force Awakens took a lot of their priority away. Who the fuck knows? I don't plan to do Jurassic World yet, because even though I've seen Jurassic World 1, I cannot remember watching any of the other movies, not even Jurassic Park, and I don't remember watching any of the Jurassic World sequels. There's still quite a few left to do. Both Lego Harry Potter games. Yeah, also Marvel's Avengers, the MCU stuff, and then Superheroes 2, which I've heard is a massive downgrade from the first one. Right, considering 2013, yes, definitely MCU inspired, but didn't feel like it had to be hard carried by it compared to the second one, because it still had its own original story and non-MCU characters in it. The managed to include X-Men and Guardians of the Galaxy, because this was before the MCU version of the Guardians characters came out. Definitely, like, some designs took inspiration from the movies, because minifigures were going to exist on it. Oh, 78 nice shots. That is a lot. I've not played Avengers. I mean, I think the most I knew of it was the completionist Gerard before his controversy. His big one. Yeah, he 100%ed that game. I can't remember anything from it apart from it having Asgard in it. And that's it. All I can remember. I've still not got this great access, it's ridiculous. And then all Rings and the Hobbits are, oh god, that's, yeah, both Lego Harry Potter games, 3 Lego Marvel games, all up to 5. No, okay, 7. 7 is what I'm counting right now. That's how I can get you to drop your shards all you like. That's 7 games left 100% on Lego wise, and that's only the one that I'm wanting to do. It doesn't even count all of them. Actually, oh wait, no, 8 because Lego Incredibles. I'd just be glad that they haven't tried to do any more. Part of me wants to say, would they even want to do anything to do with Transformers? I don't know how they do that. Because would you do it like the Creo figures? But then because they're supposed to be massive, would it just be you play as the born human characters sometimes in the robots? But you just play as the characters? Then how'd they handle the Transformer mechanic if it is just the Lego minifigures? Which don't exist yet. Which, how is it only because they were all in Creo form and that was a comparator? Which they made themselves, I'm pretty sure. Because they did have a go at making their own Lego Transformers stuff in the 2000s, and it was awful. So I'm guessing because those don't exist, they're not gonna happen. And it would be cool to have one for Power Rangers. I don't know how they handle it, because how many are you wanting to include? Would it have to be an original storyline, and would it be like, should we include every single Ranger that's ever appeared on the show? And also, what are you going to do for voices? Is it just going to be archival footage? Archival audio? From the show? Or are you actually going to get the actors in? Because not all of them are going to be available. For various reasons. And then, how many seasons are you going to do? Because are you going to include all of them, as I mentioned? And then if you are you going to include the Battleizers? And the super up forms? And how would you include the Megazord? A lot of it does end up just hinging on like the minifigures already existing, so they can just scan them in, but they don't. I mean, okay, some cases they do it for characters that don't even have them, but for Power Rangers, with how many there are, how would they do it? And would it just be MMPR? Would they literally just do like MMPR seasons 1 to 3 plus like Alien Rangers for a small bit, and then for DLC you have every other Ranger specifically in their seasons? This is something that Traveler's Tales should absolutely be considering. Because they could have done it in the height, but you know, would they've done it at the absolute height? Well, of its second. Actually, no, because even if you say 2005. Yeah, that was the time of SPD. And around then, no. And Disney was not going to be doing it, but even in New Smart, it wouldn't have done it then. So cool. And so many ideas, but I feel like the MMPR-ification of Power Rangers would just make it so that they would never do it without it just being MMPR only. But then again, recently, they did decide to add Down from the Black and White into Fortnite, which I guess black because it's Tommy, but decided to include white as well. It does mean that yes, I would want the other Down from the Rangers in it, even though I'm still not going to play it. So at least it would mean that they want to give a shit about other seasons, even if it could just be seen as like an MMPR reboot and the only one done well, rather than the Leia one, which was terrible. But then would they also do Zeo? Did they? I think they included green as part of the battle pass, or would they do white if white wasn't included before? But then would they do Alien Rangers? But then if they do Zeo, would they do Turbo as well? Now for someone who doesn't play it, it's like, what would they do? They already decided to include stuff from Transformers, even if it was the usual two from ages ago. Because I have my own gripes with modern Transformers media, where either the games don't get made, and it seems like it just becomes a big tax row, or you get like some TV shows that barely last any time and only have the main characters and no one else. And then no movies, because the most recent good one was not received well. No, it was received well. didn't make enough money for the marketing studio. As we all know, we're idiots. And it's like perfectly set up. Still not a sequel is there. But nah. Nah, we're not going to do that. And we're also going to make it so that Sideswipe is still part of the main law and Sunstriker doesn't exist. Because one more thing is fucking enough, of course. Oh, you dick. Right, where was I going with what I was saying? Well, it dwindled off into me having complaints of how much Transformers is outside of the figures. There's just thinking of topics to discuss with myself. Because it's just me, myself, and I right now, as usual. I'm saying that would a Power Rangers style like action RPG, would that be that terrible? I'm not sure how much you'd have to make it unlike a Souls-like game, but I don't think we've ever really had one. Because we've had the beam-ups and like side-scroller games. But then I've not played like Lightspeed Rescue or Time Force, and like, I played the Dino Thunder one, and that was surprisingly only in the Zords. But even then, it didn't include all of them. Like, I don't think the White Ranger was even featured, and certainly did not include any of the characters from the show. Like, they got people that were close enough. Not really, and then they didn't do any games until Super Legends, and that ended up being bleh. But that's worse than just meh. It's just bleh. And I had that on PS2. That was the most that was even a thing. I don't think they even put any on like DS after Dino Thunder, surprisingly. I think that's just Disney only allowing the show, unless they just did web games, right? Oh god, I know. I think there was like some stuff to do with Samurai at the time, and then afterwards nothing. I don't think they came back till Legacy Wars, whenever that released. If it is that one with the cards. And then combat that's not good. Because I guess that's the closest they wanted to do to a fighting game, whilst also making it like Mike and actual app. There's so much more they could do. As I mentioned, the action RPG and have some Megazord moments in it. The 80th season of the show. They want to do that though, because Hasbro. But you know, the person who they put in charge of Power Rangers had no interest in it, because it was similar from Transformers. The one person that was actually interested in Power Rangers either was moved to somewhere else or quit. Because that is a problem. That's not the problem though. Holy hell. We finally fucking got it, and I can shut the fuck up. Finally managed to actually get it. Good thing I want my string because it requires 36 and needs heavier. still less powerful than the greatsword because it's not been upgraded. But it's more powerful than the sword. Still don't know why they made it so that the sword was much later than the greatsword. Okay. I'm going to use the greatsword for now. I'm just checking something.
What?
I know I need one more for that, but... Okay, so that has better base, but then that had the better bonus, but I'm pretty sure the grants are still more powerful. Yes. And I am more heavier, but I was already fat rolling, so this I have no problems with. Does mean that I'm not able to level up. Or am I? As I try not to sell my shit. No, I cannot.
Ashen one.
Well,
Right.
farewell, me.
I really have nothing else I could absolutely sell.
Ashen one.
I am 30 off. Let me kill some stuff outside then. Oh, come on. Load the area. Okay, that's actually 381 if I two-hand it. You know, it just takes a while. Is it because of my high graphics? High screen graphics?
Welcome. Very then take. Let these souls withdraw.
There's gonna be more into it. It's gonna have to be.
Farewell,
To
Ashen.
try and
Maid of
subsidize some of it, although you could argue would be best. Stamina. If I know this rate, I'm gonna be... Well, no, it's not that bad. Especially if I get the fab ring as well. Because one can... Where's that further... Which one's further in? I want to say that one is closer to where I want to be. I want to kill the boss around here. As if you don't know, because I don't think the game says specifically. Well, it says use to face chaos demons. Well, designed or used. But that's an indication that against demons in this game, you do more damage. Yeah, let's go in. Good thing I have good fire resistance, mostly. I am slow. Which means you can just catch me doing stuff like that, and I'm moving my ass just like it's nothing. I'm seeing a lot of stray demons here. If you thought stray demons were tough in the first game, yeah, this game is made to seem like they the chumps just died out. Yeah, I'm just traveling is my problem. Oh. My attacks are also just slow as well, especially with a big weapon like this. Again, any momentum is hard. It does not matter how much damage I can do. Movement is just really difficult. Especially if he does not want to go around the corner well. And there we go. Took a lot of my S's. Now that matters. Oh, that actually is not the level. Nice. Cool. That's why I have the Silk Circle ring from the start. Yes, it will make it a lot more challenging if you don't. But it's more of a fun experience to just have it on.
Welcome. Very the take. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels manifest.
Okay, let's go up to 69 because I'm funny like that.
I should make.
Better number than the other one that shall not be named. And yeah, we're having to go from abandoned tomb because it's like best option without just dying over and over to that centipede demon. Wait, oh wait, is it? When is this one? Oh. Okay, no, it's not the one I was really thinking of. Can I even get to it? Is the bridge even down from here? The bridge is not down. I know that you could be able to do it, but we're gonna have to go from the first one. I just had to know. This one may actually go easier than the other one. Well, you've been able to do is just pat the bracelets, and because of how much power I can do, it not being the hardest thing in the world to accomplish. I do also plan to get all weapons pretty much maxed out, just so we can do a comparison for all the characters and just punching in the numbers on the on a website. Enough. It's not many, but that's not the intention. sucked into the abyss. And you wouldn't even know it until, oh my god, a giant hand! Oh my good god, that's a cloud right there. That was like a perfectly timed dodge as well. Okay, that did not do as much as I was wanting. Hey. That's one part. Yeah, that's his crown, and another playthrough. I planted where that? I'm just doing off stream. But yes, I'll do more playthroughs of this game than actually beat Dota 2 100%. Oh no! Oh, I thought he was spraying the thing. Oh no, there we go. Defeated. They even have to heal at any point. Nice. Nice stuff. Now the real fun can begin. The bottom of those stairs is going to be the near gateway to Anolanda, where I get to meet my Silver Knight brethren, who likely hate me because I'm a Black Knight. And is it ever explained why Black Knights are the ones scattered about and Silver Knights are concentrated around Anolanda itself? No, it's somewhere. Actually, what does it say about the lore of the Black Knights based on item descriptions? The knights said the First Lord Gwyn had fought him into the flame upon his linking. They became ash but still wandered the realms to this day. I guess that fully explains exactly as to why they are surrounding him in the kiln of the First Flame in the first game. And then also mentions how they are just, some of them are scattered about other areas by saying they wandered about. It's not fully say much for this game based on like the randomly everywhere, and it's not like going to the kiln of the First Flame in this game. Are there any Black Knights around? But I guess because they have them near the intended graves, well, the darker version of Filing Shrine, and it still works. Once again, I'm not using any of these souls, so boom. Boom. Is that an item normally in here? Might just be mistaken. I'm not seeing one. Let's go. Because I'm fine with getting the bonfire up here and then walking away. Oh, look at the beauty on that! I did the whole thing. You'd be like, well, hang on, where is this? And then you look over to that way and be like, oh, it looks very familiar! Like, really familiar. Although I'm just saying, it'd be really funny if there was a way to include Everfield the Boreal Valley into Dark Souls 1. Then how exactly they would fully be able to do it would be really cool. Or the other way of having it so that the extra, like the area that you'd normally go to in Dark Souls 1, or the main castle of like Anor, put that into this game, because that it doesn't exist. The way it would normally lead to has disappeared, pretty much. And I only got one level of that. sucks.
Farewell, Ashen Mate.
Up to 77.6. And nothing else.
Ashen One.
I don't remember if there's gonna be much twinkling timeline in this area at all. Maybe some? The thing is, I need 4 of it to level up once. Well, to get my weapon to +3. Luckily, because I have that doll, I'm able to go through. I missed. There we go, I didn't even need to get you in the things. Then it would have exposed that there's human limbs underneath the whole thing, just making it really disturbing. You know, it has happened somewhere in the Souls game. Oh, wait, did they give you enough to level up again? Yes, he did. Wow. Yeah, I'm already level 69 with 69 quick load, technically. Well, none of that was intentional. That was entirely coincidental.
Well, very then take. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire, borrowed before. Farewell, Ashen One.
8.5, which is still not no. Likely, oh god, I want to say 8 more levels. Without the fap ring. So, what am I gonna have that answer? Am I just gonna have to have it replace a life ring? Like, most likely, and then, well, if I just, because as of right now, my HP is 1005, but if I can get be that high without the life ring and an ember, then that would be great. But I don't think that's gonna happen, and this weapon, like the greatsword, would benefit greatly for if I had the grass crest shield, but I don't have that. Oh, my stamina output is shit. There's no point of having high damage output. I can only attack twice. Unless I do it like that. Sword. So yeah, that's well, I guess because of I did have to level endurance, is it? Yeah, and mainly endurance of vitality. I know, because strength wise I'm not needing to do much. Dex wise no, and vitality no, so it's just vigor and endurance at this rate. Okay, maybe, but it's more if I can upgrade my weapon +3, then this is not going to be a problem. But I would have to find Twinkling Titanite in the first place. I don't want to look it up yet. Am I just gonna have to run through the whole thing? Most likely. I'm not gonna do that. Get so many loud noises appearing out of nowhere. What? I literally couldn't even fucking see that. And I'm dead. Definitely not because I saw Crystal Lizard and got distracted by it. But even if I had a chance to stand up to that Pontiff, would not have worked. Poise does not exist in this game. Or my least favorite part. I don't think hyper armor is really a thing either. I can't run through. I'm just gonna have to take it slow. I don't. Why do I need to do that? It's so disgusting. I can two-hit them by two-handed it. Oh god! Don't do this to me. Shut up, you. I don't want both of them on me. Okay, I've got one running after me. That will be fine. Even if I even attempted to block that, my stamina would never be good enough in the first place. Because yes, I focused too many points on strength. And also I've not done the thing that I said I would do. Maybe I'll do that when I get to the Church of Yorkshire bonfire. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of it overcutting the first hit. It does mean you get less range than if you were to just do an overhead, I'm pretty sure. But that is just the moveset of the Great Axe. I guess it could be as to why the Great Sword is better in that regard. I couldn't see where one of them was. How am I supposed to see the other one? Oh my god, what? No, game. Give me a break. Oh wait, no, this game won't do that, now will it? Can I just bolt it? My running's not really affected by anything. Look, I don't have to worry about quest lines. The Henri one would be a bit of a mess to do. I have no reason to do it. Okay, so as I said, where? There we go. Just get rid of the 3 levels I put in to look and reallocate them. I was originally going to say it'd be for endurance. It may have to do for vitality. And you get, well, I think it's maximum 5 times in total, not just like a new game, because surely by the time you... What? Because I think what essentially is the case, well, I can only assume that it would have to be like, if you're wanting to do a new style per playthrough, then you'd have to wait until here to even be able to start it up, or actually no. If you were wanting to do that, then you'd go to here before starting the new game. It's not like that was wrong. Oh, fuck. I need a pale tongue, and I'm pretty sure did I sell all of them, or did I just store them away? I sold them, didn't I? Actually, no, I can't do that. I didn't remember that part. I needed a pale tongue. Is it even possible to buy them? I know that she's pissed off with me. I don't see any. I don't know who's gonna have any of them. And right now you're still not back, surprisingly. So let me just look up where the pale tongues are. Because I know we had at least one. I generally did not remember I needed a pale tongue in the first place. Oh, red off from dark race 5%. And there's 3 of it that are available. I think I may have gotten rid of all of the ones that drop. Oh. Well, it's only 5%. I wish there was a way that if you sold it, then you could buy it back. Well, that sucks.
And fast on the trail of the Lords absconded. Then these red eyes of... Use them to... what else? Pillage and what else?
And what did I... cause I wouldn't know going to know if I got all of them. And I want to say that I know that I did, because otherwise it would be here. I'm gonna have to do the thing that I didn't want to do. Kill off dark wraiths and hope that it's a 5% as well. Sorry for more grinding, but at least it's gonna be quicker because there's 2 of them. And also I can get these guys to do my dirt work for me. Maybe? Normally they do. Oh my god. At least I thought so. Normally they do. Only damage them enough. Okay, no, still can't even one-shot these guys. That's how bad it is when I don't have to include Titanite on me. Okay, no, I get the dark armor instead. That's cool. That was both of them just sitting there. Well, I did say it was gonna be red dropped. I'm pretty sure that the 3 I could have found in Cathedral of the Dream I already did find. But there's a way to do it offline. Get more for the Covenant without just doing online stuff, and I don't do off online. When I tried doing that, it was very mixed results, quite bluntly. Are they gonna go after me, sensing me or not? Oh shit! Yes. Why is there points? Because their point wants to work. Mine does not. Okay, what? How have I got dark armor back to back? I see how it is, game. You give me the stuff that I don't want. Over and over, but the thing I do want, nah, you gotta make me work for it. I'm not Chuckle-Con right now, am I? Oh, come on, try and make him sprint. Because Chuckle-Con was the one to get a shiny twice, and well, shiny for 2 playthroughs. And the only time whenever I ever get a shiny is right at the end when I cannot use it. What? You bastard! For anyone who does not watch the content, I would recommend you do. Because he... Oh, okay, that was quick. Mostly does Nintendo stuff with some Sonic stuff. Well, Sonic and a few others. I mean, I've mostly watching for his Pokemon playthroughs, but also his work on DLG. Like, when I say he's an OG YouTuber, I've been going since like 2008. Can't really say in most cases he stopped. The only time whenever he did was health reasons. Oh, right, I have to do it from the start, do I? Oh, I'm up to 74. Are you insane? That's how high it could absolutely go. No, that's not increasing it at all. That is low. I think that's not going to be the most that I can do. At least get a dig up to 20, which is a bit more, but not as much as I'd want. And then still be able to level up endurance. That'll make it bit better. But likely not that much. So it is nice I can do that. I don't know if in the remake of Demon's Souls that even is an option. I actually don't know. I've not played enough of the remake to know. I really should, but it's locked on to PS5 because Sony are assholes. I know that usually the arrogant assholes, the failed of the PS1 and PS2 will do that to people. Couldn't even roll out of the way. Yeah, it barely helped at all. This is why I would try to get 1,000 health normally. It's what I normally do, but ours was 1. But in that game, when you're limited to 2 ring slots, there is no ember mechanic, at least functioning in the same way. Aha! That's only 1 twinkling down. That's all I got from that. It's just how stingy this game can be sometimes. You don't have to accept it. I could not speedrun my way to being able to buy the stuff. I will not do that until I get the Faff ring. Once I get the Faff ring, I will take on Dancer and then go straight, pretty much. Straight on from there. Should the gun. To do that part. Oh no. Why do you have so much stamina? You can do 5 million attacks in one. Well, let's do that again. It's kind of annoying to go straight from here to there without having to go all the way around to open up the gate. I just want to find out. Yeah, it's not open from this side. Are they gonna... How far are they gonna chase me? How do you survive that into this minuscule? I am the fire witch stuff that I just don't collect. I often forget that you can be the fire witch in this game. I really do just forget, because when it comes to this area, I just kill them off and don't think about what they're wearing. Is it mainly because of the empty face? Oh, it could be so. I didn't need to go down there. I could just gone that way. There's a bit like now. Anything around here? This area that I just don't go to. For good reason, there's nothing. I'm pretty sure I can't do anything of those stairs. I'm gonna check at least. Oh god, that brings back horrible memories of Proof of Concord kept. Yeah, trying to get 30 of those offline will drive you insane. Because it's like 2%. On Silver Knights in Anno London, you can only really kill about 3 of them at a time. 2. It's just so unfun. Like, I will say, those ones, despite everything, had the sense to make it so that they were not that rare to get items. Or if you just didn't need them. Or even not that many. Because the sometimes could be like 10 silvers with common. And didn't have his own lock stat, he just had humanity. And also that would be low chances to get. Also, like the Obsidian Great Sword. I've only got that on one character. That's how rare it is. I thought there'd be something there. Okay, there's you. Oh, that would have been helpful to have earlier. Except no consumables. Oh god, it's a Stella? With all the keys and everything. With the enemies that you can only tell exist by the eyes. And will take away so much of your health. Normally I wouldn't know because I could just one-shot them without them touching me. I'm being infected. Unless I do that. Like I said, I'm slow. I am just a tank. Actually, my main character for this game is like 200 something on Million +2. I actually am using why not Grey Axe? It's just not fun. Like, it is the one. I'm pretty sure it is the weapon I did use to kill Nameless King on the first attempt on New Game Plus Plus. It was just easier than regular New Game, which is a surprise. Ow. Mega ow. Then got the cat ring. Which I'm still reminded of the fact that equipping the cat ring in Demon's Souls just brings up a picture of the cat. The only game to do that, and I don't know why they didn't think to continue it. We'll never know why. Because it's such a crucial mechanic. Ah, is there really... There's nothing up here. Useless. Oh, one of them fell? And I can't kill him? Okay, I landed on him and he did not break my fall. I feel scammed. Oh, rather. You almost stabbed me in the back. More of them. I can see you, you know. You're not completely invisible. Okay, it's not that forest in Dark Souls 2 where they actually are invisible. And they, so I don't think they can be backstabbed either. Oh, which one is it? Oh, it's the first one. No. Okay, that's halfway there. I don't know where to go for all the rest of them. Oh, don't do the animation for it as he's turning around. Although, yes, I do know what that is, and I hate it. Basically everything to do with it. Normally they're not that tough to kill. I hate everything about the design and how they move. Is this one? Is garden an item? They are weak. But my god, they are nightmare fuel. The reason why there's quite a few just of them as corpses in the water as well. I think there's quite a few in like a dugout over there, but there's some scattered around. If you wanted horrific spiders in this game, then yeah, there they are. They're not gonna be as bad as real life, like the ones from Skyrim are the ones that give you a heart attack. Will they react at all? Yes. Like you to run away! Oh my god, run! Run, Black Knight! Stop picking up iron, even though I did that intentionally. To prove that even though they won't let them run fast, you can long run and still get away from them. They're only scary up close, they're very easy to outmaneuver. There's a lot of villains or just enemies like that where they're terrifying first glance when you first encounter them, and then you realize, and then you find out a tactic to kill them off quickly. It proves to be not much of a threat. I didn't even have to move far for that one to just be like, I'm gonna spring into action now. Oh, and there's another one as well. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this guy has used pretty much all of my fucking damage. Is insane. Is there an extra shard within there? I want to say there is. Good thing my attack hits them just before they hit me. Otherwise we'd be in a lot of trouble. I think there's like 3 of them in there. I'm having like the lightning stake at this point would be great. Because it spreads across the water. Oh, don't be one of those where you get up and then you then don't decide to move. Because it's not fun. Okay, don't do that. Are they protecting nothing? And only that's why they're protecting something. And it's just a fake out. Oh my god, it is. That's where Seagull would be if I bought his stuff. But seeing that I did not. Oh, it's where the Silver Knight's gonna be. Oh no. Both of them as well. Can I try and do this so that I can ignore one and just focus on this one, the one that I feel like has gone above since the first game? That could be just me. I know that they were also tough in that game, but this game, they feel like they got above. Oh, I have no S's left. Oh, shit. That's not fair. Don't give me the animation and then not allow me to do the backstab. See? Why is that a thing? What? How many times did it give me the animation for the backstab, but then because he turned around so perfectly, it didn't work? Unless that is just what the normal animation is, rather than if you do that. You know, I'm thinking of that as what mostly happens. Great. Why don't we just sprint through all of that again? I'm not trying to kill every enemy now. I was mostly just doing it for the souls. But if I can just run through, then I'd like my 35k back, please. Much appreciated. Yours, Sunswipe. I just don't do mirror inches. You'd think I would. I just haven't. I don't think there's ever really been a video of mine that I've ever done that, because I've not purposely done commentary. There was at least one video I planned to do that would involve it. I have not gone around to finishing it. The script is fucked, shall we say. I have plans to update it in the near future. It's just, I'm not known for being a good script writer. I can write a dissertation over many months, but that's not the same as a script. That was with a lot of rewrites spending hours away. I don't having certain parts of it peer reviewed, I'm guessing. I can't remember. Okay, I can't just do that. Oh, Divine Legend, that's a rarity to see. But essentially the script would be how grass types have fared in every generation. It's kind of like a weird combination of like what MJTV was doing with his types then versus now. Kind of similar to that. And also similar to Emperor Cubones, like he kind of did it, of like well, you had options. Mine plans to go very in depth each game concerning the grass, at least main series wise. You know, of like, if you were planning to play with just grass types, what would you have to deal with? You know, on the case of like, do you have access to multiple games? Are you emulating it? Are you willing to use duplicates? Like, it would very much be from the perspective of you were doing a type only run. This is what you're going to have to worry about. I have done one for Emerald, which still in the plans to be remade at some point. Nice to know they kept that for that. The phone art piece. And some of these I think are still from the first game as well. But, well, I don't have to put on the video. Well, I've not done a grass run for every game. I've done one for Hoeing. Specifically Emerald, that is planned to be remade, where the first part does exist. Where I would say grass actually did do well, kind of. Especially in the type variety department, which is rare. Because if you look at your options in the first two games, you are a bit stuck, because it's mostly, what, grass and poison. And then even your extra options are not even good. Or at least not good for the single player experience. Okay, what beat? Oh my god. Oh. Great, I didn't even get to go all the way around because I was still one-handed everything. I was trying to say the Gen 1 and 2, even your type variety options were shit. Because, oh, you get a pure grass type in Blossom, but certain moves are not available until post-game, and then the item is possible, but then you also have to contend with another pure grass type in Sunflora, especially when I'm gonna go based off, like, in-depth for every game. You know, because there are enough differences, because some of them are even Virgin exclusives. I mean, most notably with Victory Bell and Vileport. So the run can actually depend on, like, do you have plans on using every grass type available in the game, or just ones like if it's a Jubilees, are you going to hang the other one in, or do you just go with what your Virgin exclusive is? Because I can't, well, it kind of did not have it in Gen 5 with, and then again, when the car, it would be, but then there was a trade to get the other one. With them both for pure grass, because it was before grass and before fairy was a thing. And then I don't know if black and white ever did change. It could have, but I do know for the Gen 5 it's raw no matter which one you choose. Well, it's not there. They only spawn once? Oh, I didn't know that. And then I'll also have to include the case of, like, are any of them legendaries? And if so, are you going to allow the usage of them? In my opinions, I do not. Make the game more fun. I died again. Because I can't one-shot dogs. It's impossible. This is unbelievable. And the lift is right there. Which actually, the grass legendary does not affect most playthroughs. The only one I would say affects is black and white with Verizon. That's mainly because, Well, okay, if we include mythicals in it, then Celebi is not obtainable in most of the games, and only in like the virtual console of Crystal, and I think it's only possible like once you've done enough everything, I want to say. But even then, would you be able to, would you allow yourself to hack one in because it's a grass type? Because there was no official way of getting it. And I think it was only through distributions because they were going to do the GS ball. Actually, no, I think it was in Japanese Crystal. It's more the anime were going to do the GS ball and then forgot about what wanted people to forget. Just to realize we did not and never will. Which is why I mentioned it just now. Because that's like the first case of like, do you include, would you include it? And if so, when do you plan on getting it? For the sake of like the video, I'd be like, it is a grass type, but I'm not considering an option because even though it's obtainable in Ilex Forest, you can't get it at the time that you are there. And you can't get it legitimately. So you can do that all you want and have a powerful grass and psychic type with the same stats as you. Or not. And then, especially for Gen 2, be like, do you want to use just Johto mons or do you want to include Kanto as well? Because if you're doing that, you are also including the fact that you cannot get Bulbasaur at any point. Because that was the intention for you to train them over from Gen 1 back in the day. Those are not, so that means you get 1 star, not 2. Especially because even though we're doing this before remakes, so it's just Gold, Soul, and Crystal. Also, I don't trust a man that most of the time sells off the souls, and just rather, it's better to use them. Natural. And all, right, and that, and even though you are using grass for this specific flavor, would you then be wanting to like have your type overlap? Like if you have a grass and poison type, would like in Venusaur, would you then be willing to have another grass and poison type of Fire Plume or Victory Bell? Or would you say to not do that and only go with like your types that don't overlap, which brings you a shit out of luck in Gen 1, because like I say, considering 3 out of the 6 mons available, 3 of them are grass and poison, so you're gonna have to choose one of those 3. And that even goes for pure grass for any of the types, or even just pure grass as a whole. Especially Gen 5 when you have Superior as well, so it's like, it also does mean Lindigan's not available, Whimsicart's not if you go with Superior. So that could also be a thing, do you want to do the run without your starter? Especially, you know, if you be like, I don't like the Chestnut for whatever reason, be like, you're not having to. Like, just say, it is part of your options. Yeah, the thing would, yeah, I guess the thing would also have to, that I have to be like, well, definitely have to discuss any time that they gave, like made grass type legendary / mythicals, and then have to say, are they available at all? Because Horizon's the only one I can actively think of that actually is. Was the first one to be, because they didn't make any in Gen 3, and then Shaman exists in Gen 4 but requires an event that is obtainable with technically not hacking means, but because of how late it is, you can, for whatever reason, decide to put it on your team. Like for the final battle. But the question is, are you going to have the stipulation of no legendaries and non-mythicals allowed? I don't, because otherwise if I did, I then would have had to have allowed Zapdos in my electric run in Fire Red.
Ashen 1.
Was then hey.
Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of despair.
Farewell, Ashen One.
900. Still not close enough. And then also goes into the question of moves. Because you know there's TMs in that, and you're also gonna have to worry about what are your options. Now, that's gonna have to be discussed in the thing of like TMs you have, and also for the games that don't have reusable TMs. Because some grass types can learn certain grass moves via level up. Others can, but high level, and then others don't at all. And especially, oh god, Giga Drain is definitely a thing where not all of them do. So you have to be strategic. It's like, can this Pokemon learn a different grass move? And if so, you go with that one, and then Giga Drain to another one. Gen 5, you're not having to worry about it pretty much at all. But 1 through 4, yes. Well, especially Gen 4 for like physical and special attackers. Oh no, I just realized I would also have to mention like the Pokemon that can turn into grass. Like Mold form of Rotom, and then the plates. Or Savali and Arceus. My condition Arceus is never ever obtainable. Not really having to be discussed, but Savali I think is only obtainable in the post game, I want to say. And even Rotom Mo most of them is just post game only. But even then, all three of those are just under the cover of they're in the post game. You don't have to worry about them. Because yeah, no one. This is before Terra. And Terra, it would just be. Well, they can Terra into other types if you want, but that doesn't mean you get to use any Pokemon and just turn them into grass. It's like only one Pokemon per battle. There's that. And also the case of the Pokemon that don't start off as grass and then become it. Are there any of them like that? How many? I don't know about any that evolve into grass. I know there's those that are like become pure grass, like Blossom. I don't know any that actively gain it on evolution. Oh fuck! No. Wait, no, I have this. My mind, I'm trying to rank. I feel like there are no grass type Pokemon that don't start off as grass. Like all of them do. I'm trying. Like Gens 1 through 5, I'm pretty sure are on that list of. They all start off as grass. They don't start off as another type and then gain it. I think flying is like the most common one when it is gained on evolution, something, or it happens to be lost or something. Especially for like dragon or something. I don't think there really is one where it becomes it. I know there's times when they change their secondary dragon or use it. None where they gain it. I've had other times obviously, as I mentioned. Guys is like one of those where if they don't have it at the start, then they're not going to have it at all. No ends? I want. Oh wait, no, wait, hang on. No, I just realized there is one. I'm somehow obfuscating from myself that does actually get upon evolution only to replaces it. That's Eevee into Leafeon, and that's the only one that is coming to mind. I don't know how I forgot about my favorite evolution being in that category. I think outside of that there are none? My mind's wanting to say that there is no others. Specifically upon evolution, does it get the grass type in some way?
Welcome. Very the heck. Farewell, Ashen One.
940. This is not going to be a fun one. I'm not the biggest fan of Pontiff Sullivan. Just has so much health. But we have to get to him. We'll get past him if we want the fat rate. He's one of the required ones. But then, oh god, the beast. It's not going to be fun dealing with the beasts down below because trying to make sure that there's only one. Who knows what's going to happen? It's a mess to get down there in the first place. If it is where I think it is. Like, look how big my health bar is. Compared to my stamina. Maybe I should invest in stamina, really. Oh, it's not the worst in the world. Yeah, like I said, fire resistance is good. Unless he does that, then I don't resist it at all. Yes, second phase, I see. As far as I was thinking. Normally they separate like anything. Like that. I got him. Let's try. I remember last time I did that purely by tanking it. See, high health. We've actually kind of good resistances. Well, yeah, fire is 146. definitely a good reason as to why it's late game. Well, actually, no, I think it is decent armor to have against wind in the first game. Entirely because he does use fire. It would have been great to have against Bed of Chaos or something. And the Alcott Drake. No, I don't think there's many others that even use fire. Twilight uses fire. What now after that?
Welcome. Very then.
Yeah, one level, it's disappointing as always.
Farewell, Ashen Wing.
1271. Now let's get the fat ring. Because of where it is, I'm feeling that it's going to be a bit far away. Not right next door. Right if it was. And right up ahead is surprisingly the PvP spot. Oh. No! I got one twinkling time. I may be able to get another one. It's hopefully. Nine hours in this one save file. Look, blame the fact that I had to grind a lot for the what I currently have. It's the only way to get the stuff. And there we go, we can get it to +3 now. I've been sorely missing that. Don't like the fact that I have to warp to blindly run every time I want to do anything like that. Why is it that Dark Souls 1 had it now done? You could just buy a box and then just do it at the bonfire. So much more efficient than having to do this every time. And Dark Souls 2 is the same as 3 as well.
Just what needs.
Okay, yeah, like I said, the bonus on that. I wish there was a way of it just calculating it for you. But there is not. Okay.
Pretty like
Need to get this higher level? Okay, game. Fine then. But 456 when I two-handed. Not bad. I should really restart recording about now. It's only reached 2 hours. And once I do end it, now.